hurt me, face to face, stab me, face to face, hurt me, face to face. Hi. Now that I've got your attention, welcome back to Spookier Celluloid. Today I'm reviewing Whodunit? Question mark. It's a 1982 film directed by some asshole, William T. Nod. All the names in the credits seemed fake. There was like a Tom Spaulding, my favorite Joel Swanson, who's I guess related to Joe Swanson from Cucumber Joe fame and only Cucumber Joe fame. Whodunit is a film that is definitely one of the movies of all time. This is a movie. It has a beginning, it has a middle, it's sort of as an end, I don't know. It's also known as a different title. Much more. I have mush mouth. I woke up early tonight, so I might get silly. Not as silly as whoever composed the music for this, which was the first name in the the end credits, because that guy really needed some praise after putting some of the worst, most repetitive, goddamn horseshit music ever in a film. But this is also known as Island of Blood, which is the title of my bibliography. Bibliography is what I put at the end of my essays. I'm very tired. Help me, God. So tonight I decided to watch Whodunit. I got recently from the Vinegar Syndrome Black Friday sale, which is a sale that happens once a year. And for some reason I decided to pick up Whodunit. I picked up this movie because Matt from Sick on Cinema said that it had to have one of the worst theme song. It's not really a theme song. It's just the movie is a slasher, sort of. A lot of people die by boiling hot water, including one that looks like shit water that comes out of the shower and somehow burns the actress to death. A lot of people get burned by hot water, including one who falls in a pool that's apparently so hot that it boils him alive, which I don't know if a pool could get to that temperature, or if it's possible that a certain amount of chemicals would produce a reaction in which a human would burn alive in water. I don't know. I don't think anybody who worked on this had any idea of the human body. All they could do is eat hot chip, be bisexual, and having a terrible theme song. Hurt me, face to face, stab me, face to face. So the principle of this slasher, the very original idea, and it's actually quite an idea that's interesting, that could have been explored in a better movie, is that the killer kills his victims based on the lyrics of the song. Now the only problem is that the song is just words repeated over and over, and then it ends with it ends with face to face. So it's like chop me, face to face, and then somebody gets chopped. There's my favorite scene. Some of the kills are really good. It's really inconsistent, because you get one of the best like murder scenes, especially for like early 80s slasher, because this came out in 82. This is not like late 80s trash. This is like early in the slasher revolution. One of the guy gets both of his hands chainsawed, and then he gets a chainsaw to the dick, which is an amazing scene. Some really nice display of special effects. Not the best I've seen, obviously. Nothing about this movie is the best I've seen. And then the next scene, the chop me, face to face. Well, the guy just gets killed off screen. So it's kind of like this inconsistent of like some really cool kills. You know, the first person to die in this film, which we never learn who that is, because that's not important. This is who cares? She's swimming in the pool that will later murder another guy, because apparently like a pool can get to boiling level, but I already discussed that. She gets decapitated, and it looks silly. At first I was kind of laughing, and then as the movie moved along and the song kept repeating for 82 minutes, I wasn't laughing anymore. I was hurting, kind of like the lyrics of the songs. 7 people are dead and you're next. God, wow. Uh, I haven't even talked about the story. Bunch of actors, a director, and a producer, and the guy, I guess, that doesn't own the thing, go on an island to shoot a film, but they're there before the crew, so they start their rehearsal, and they get picked off one by one. Again, they get picked off based on the lyrics of one of the shittiest song of 80s cinema. Yep. So you got a cast of characters that are all like actor types. The characters are not the worst. Now, they're not the most likable. There's this one guy with his goddamn guitar who just plays music and is depressed the entire time. Well, not the entire time, because he's like one of the first one to get killed, but he's so annoying. And if I knew somebody in real life who just always have his guitar around just to sing about how the world is fucked, I would probably not talk to them anymore. But he is in there. And then there's the leading lady who can't act. Not like in the pretend movie she can't act, which is actually pretty funny. It leads to some good comedy. Good comedy. And then there's a lady with crutches. I don't know why. I was probably explained. I probably just wasn't paying any attention. This is a 4K restoration. This looks beautiful, by the way. This had no rights to look this good. It had no right to sound this good. I would have hoped, like, I liked that it looked good, but I could have gone all my life without hearing that goddamn song one more time. But yeah, overall, like, it's... Oh, one of the stranger cinematic interpretation of Agatha Christie's classic novel, and then there were none. That's why this looked familiar. What's funny is that the production company of this is called, like, Creative Filmmakers, and they just literally ripped one of the most, like, adapted fucking novels ever. Like, most Italian gialli base themselves on that novel. Hurt me, face to face. Never on disc. Honestly, as much as I shit on this movie, it is a pretty average slasher. Like, in the slasher realm, this is far from the best, but it's also far from the worst. I've seen much worse. And honestly, it's not that bad. It's just, the kills are cool, the characters are pretty forgettable. That's my issue, is if the characters were good, and the kills were good, and the music is memorable, I will never forget that a god-awful theme song. But overall, this gets a seal of approval, for whatever that's worth. It gets a I'm not a morning person. I had to wake up early twice this week, which I will have to do for the next 4 months because school. So I'm kind of lost. I don't know what I'm retarded. 6 out of 10. This 6 out of 10. Hurt me. Face to face.